how are you guys doing? This is My Africa Show and I am your host and producer, Agabelai. Today we are in this beautiful, refreshing compound. Guess where we are? We are at the Kingdom of Netherlands Embassy here in Addis Ababa to attend International Youth Day organized by the Embassy of Netherlands. In this event, there's going to be different things like exhibition, there's going to be circus, there's going to be some speech, and also some testimonies of those people that changed their life, the youth, the women out there that changed their life with the opportunity provided by different organizations. So today, we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you what is it for you guys to see and enjoy from this event. So stay tuned and I'll be right back showing you guys what is it for you to see and enjoy. Follow me in. Wow, what a beautiful objects that you have here at this exhibition. Please introduce yourself and the brand you're representing.
Okay, thank you. My name is Hannah Grima, and then I work in Ande Mama, working with Ande Mama in a marketer. So let me tell you like about my company too. Okay, my company name was Ande Mama. We working like upcycle and recycle. So let me tell you about the recycle thing. So like our recycle thing was we collected the paper with like a government place or a bank. Okay. So they have like a paper, so like they don't want to going out like the paper because there is a secret for like the paper. Okay. So we're gonna go over there and then take the paper and then we're gonna be recycling it. So the person was like go with us and then we're gonna be recycling the paper. One paper gonna be recycling for 7 times. So we're gonna be like 7 times like gonna be like a white paper, like a A4 like a white paper. Okay. But like if you want like a produce like a new paper, we're gonna be carrying like a 70,000 like trees. So we're gonna save the trees too.
Okay. So it's like it's eco-friendly.
Yeah, eco-friendly too.
Exactly. Okay.
And then we gonna be like the other department was gonna be upcycle. That's what I'm working for. Okay. So the upcycle gonna be working for like with the moms. Okay. We're gonna collect the moms with moms in the kids government place, and then a bank who working like I say like a cleaner. They didn't have a income like a kind of good incomes. So and then there's another moms that did not have like an income too. So we're gonna collect them and then we're gonna introduce this kind of working. So we're gonna give them like a education about this kind of stuff, and then they're gonna work more. We're working on like a brand thing, so we're gonna work like this. This is a brand like it's working with a magazine, and then we in a newspaper too.
Interesting.
Magazine.
Interesting. Yeah. So like I'm seeing a lot of beautiful stuff here. Right over here, you can put your coffee, your cup of coffee. Yeah. It's pretty modern and pretty beautiful. As you guys can see, the print is like something really traditional, but at the same time, it's modern. The whole thing is modern. Yeah. Could you tell us like how long would it take for like one object to be like fully done for the market?
It just depends on the moms, like because sometimes they're gonna be working like 5-6 like product if they have like a free time, or sometimes they're gonna be working one thing like because they have a kids and then they have a thing, so like they're gonna do that kind of stuff. So we have like a staff that work with us like we're gonna pay them a salary, so we're gonna be commissioned like when we the work, so we're gonna pay them. Some moms gonna be like give them like a salary. They're gonna work like full time like a work. So it depends the moms. So like I'm not gonna tell you like this.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. I understand. So like what kind of products do you usually do? I think this one is like for barley. Kolo.
Yeah.
Yaji.
Yeah, thank you.
I know this is just a sample of what you guys do,
Yeah.
but what usually, do you have any like specific categories that you guys do?
We don't know specifically though, like, because when the custom needed, like, we want with this kind of stuff, like, we're gonna be introduced to the moms and then they working on it, because now the day, like, they have fixed, like, they kind of like a good mind though, like, before, like, we starting off. So we are like 3 years now on. So the mom's gonna be like the perfect one though. Like, when we told them, like, can you make this kind of thing? Like, they're gonna be like, okay, like let me do it, and then like they can do it. So it is like what they need, and then
So it's flexible.
It's flexible.
A lot of people want to know where you guys at, so that they can come and shop and maybe create a partnership. Okay. So tell us your location and also any other projects that we should expect from Andi Mama.
Now come like they're gonna be like in New Year's. So we have a big, like a basket gift package. We have a lot of basket package, and then we have a clock, like, who can, and then we have a phone holder too. There's another thing though, like, I'm not gonna tell you. That's gonna be surprise.
Surprise, okay. We love surprise.
So that's gonna be, and then our location gonna be like a Howlet. In front of Qudus Gabriel Hospital, and then it's gonna be take you like like Harat, if you notice, like 24. So that's our place now.
Interesting. Thank you so much, and keep supporting moms out there.
Yeah.
And congratulations for how far you've came.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Please introduce yourself for our audience.
Okay, my name is Alam Tsahayjugu, and I'm managing the program called Leeway as a chief of party based at SNB, Ethiopia.
Tell us about Leeway and also about this event a bit.
Yes, so Leeway, it's a livelihoods improvement for women and youth program that's implemented by SNB along with other consortium partners, Mercy Corps, TechnoServe, and Save the Children in Ethiopia. It's a program jointly funded by the Sweden Embassy and the Embassy of the Kingdom of Netherlands. It has been operational for about 7 years now. It's really focusing on supporting young people, including women, to create access to employment opportunities, either self-employment or wage employment. And we are working in Addis Ababa, and so far we were able to achieve more than 170,000 jobs in the specific sectors that we are working in.
Could you tell us the sectors that there is within this project?
Yes, so Leeway is working in Addis Ababa and targeting at young people, women and men, and we are looking at the employment sectors. And we have selected 4 teams or areas of focus. One is what we call the labor system, where we create access to available jobs for the Leeway target groups, making sure that young people have the information, the opportunity to participate in labor employment. And the second one is micro and small enterprises system or sector. And in that sector, our focus is to support young people to solve the critical challenges they are facing when it comes to starting their own business, small businesses, and even after they start to grow and expand their business. And the third is a medium and large enterprise system or sector, where we are working with large institutions, medium-sized and large institutions, and specifically looking at their constraints related to input supply and making a connection with medium and small enterprises. And as these medium and large enterprises grow and expand, they of course create more employment opportunities. So that's our third area of focus. And we also have a skills system, which is focusing more on skills upgrading, working with technical vocational educational training centers, revising, updating their curriculums, working with manuals, training manuals and others related to certification and so on, so that the skills available in the market is matching with expectations of the employers. So we are really working on the skill system. We see it as a cross-cutting that provides the required level of skill for people to have employment in the labor system, in those three systems I mentioned previously, in the labor system, the micro and small enterprise system, and the medium and large enterprise system. So those are the four areas of focus, we're working in.
That's really amazing. You know, if you ask me personally, what is the reason maybe you're not chasing or like you're not doing your dream business or being an entrepreneur, there's a lot of challenges that we fear that we might face. And if you ask me again, I would say I fear failing. I fear that maybe I won't meet the demand of that is demanding in the market. But as a person that is in this project trying to help women and youth, then what are the most common challenges that you guys often get from the youth and from women?
First of all, I think for young people to start a business, for some of them it's a matter of choice. They might have the opportunity to start a business, or they might have the opportunity to be employed and so on. For some young people, especially poor young people, it's out of necessity that they start a business. It's really, they don't have any other option other than start generating their own income. So these young people face several challenges, and we at the beginning of our program we conducted a detailed market analysis to understand what the critical constraints are for young people to engage in business, and we already understood that they are facing a critical challenge related to access to capital, startup capital, access to loans to grow and expand their business, access to information. They lack the business networks and connections that's really critical for them to be successful in what they do. We also understand that they have a lack of technical capacity in some cases. Sometimes they have the passion to start a business in one sector, but they may not necessarily have the technical skills, capacity, so that's also one area of gap we have identified. And to solve all these challenges, we are designing interventions with and closely working with market actors, specifically private businesses, so that they can develop a business model where they can engage young people. Leeway is following a program delivery approach called Market Systems Development, or it's an MSD approach, which focuses on working with the existing structure, who is working what, and how can Leeway leverage on the existing structure to make sure that the market becomes more efficient, more inclusive to these young people and women, so that they can tap into available economic opportunities.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a very good explanation you gave us, and congratulations for the milestone that you have came as a team. And I can't wait to see what you guys can do as a team again in this project. And if there's anything else you would love to say for our audience, let me give you the chance.
Yeah, so just to say that today we are celebrating the International Youth Day. So I like to say Happy International Youth Day for all the users out there. You can do a lot more. You are the power to the nation. You have a lot of potential. You have a lot of power. Go use.
Go use.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Please introduce yourself for our audience.
Thank you very much. My name is Christine Piren, and I've recently arrived to work here as the Netherlands ambassador in Ethiopia.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How is Ethiopia so far?
Well, so far, really good. I've been received by the team here in this beautiful place, these beautiful premises, excellently. And I'm very much looking forward to getting to know the Ethiopians and the Ethiopian country much better.
Definitely. There's a lot of things to see, I can guarantee you
I'm
that.
sure.
So say a few things about this event.
Well, this event is actually my very first event to host here in this premises. I'm happy it could be about youth. As I'm learning, the majority of the population here in Ethiopia and other countries in Africa as well consists of really young people. And the young people, obviously, they have the future, the potential. We would like to help unlock that potential. And it's been great to listen to some of the younger entrepreneurs, how they started their small businesses, how they developed, how they've overcome many challenges as well. And in working together with some of our development partners, we hope to further understand those challenges and help them overcome and make sure that the skills and what is needed on the market are a better match. The Dutch Embassy works with a Youth Advisory Council. So this is a group of 8 people. The youth can also talk and learn about what we are doing and so for them to give their comments on what they think about our work. And I think that is an excellent mechanism because I'm sure that this Youth Advisory Council has other sources, other information, other knowledge that we can use for our own benefit and for our own success.
Definitely, definitely. As you have said, majority of Ethiopian and African population, in fact, is under the age 25, which is a very huge potential. But what kind of challenge do you usually hear often from the youth when it comes to starting on your own business and having your own, source of income?
Yeah, well, I think it's about learning about what entrepreneurship is like. But what I learned this morning is they started to talk about what are your dreams, what would you really like to accomplish? And it's getting to know a way to get going. And I think there's many actors out here that can help a young person to start realizing their dreams. And as I've learned this morning, actually some do accomplish and are successful. So yeah, I hope that together with all the partners that are working on youth development, finding jobs, finding decent wages, that together we can make their dreams come true.
I agree. I don't want to take much more time. The last question I have for you is, what kind of events shall we expect from the Netherlands Embassy? Is there any projects on hand that we shall expect?
Well, you better ask my teammates who know much better than I do at this moment in time. No, but I think the project today that was presented also is called Leeway. So it is about indeed the initiatives of women and young people. And we try again to work with those on a day-to-day basis, trying to, as I was saying, understand the challenges and see how we can better connect what is needed in the market and the skills that the young people have, and also mobilize private sector to open up for the young people as their future or as their employees and their future capital.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
It was a very nice event. If there's anything else you would love to say, let me give you the chance and let's conclude.
No, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to be able to share what we are doing as an embassy here in Ethiopia.
Thank you so much. Have a
And
great
you.
time.
Thank you. Eshi.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. Please introduce yourself for our audience.
Yeah, so my name is Vince Muntaga Diop. Originally from Senegal, from my father's side, Dutch from my mother's side, but raised in Ethiopia for more than 20 years. So I consider myself as a combination of all of that.
Interesting, interesting.
So we are here in terms of, I came here back as a kid, a child was raised here. I came back 12 years ago and we opened a company called Belcash. And Belcash is basically providing digital platforms in different spaces to the Ethiopian market. So most of the time we don't operate the platforms, we just build the platforms and then we provide that to third parties. So the main platform that we have designed and put on the market is HelloCash, that you may have heard about. And HelloCash has in the last 6 years moved more than $6 billion.
What is it that HelloCash is trying to provide when it comes to creating opportunities for the youth?
We have been focusing since 2016 on HelloCash, but since 2 years we are now we are really pushing our efforts on a product which is called Hello Pay. And then we may change in the name Hello Paps.
Okay.
Why Hello Paps? Because the continent now have one free zone. So as you know, theoretically, there is no more taxes between the African countries, which I believe is an incredible opportunity for the African youth. And basically that wallet can be connected to something called the Pan-African Payment Settlement System. That is under the African Union and which start to be developed in the African countries. And this is the beauty of it. If you have that wallet, you can put birr, but you could go to Senegal, you could go to Congo, you could go to Nairobi, to South Africa, and you could pay with your wallet in birr.
Interesting.
And the reverse also is true. And the central banks at the end of the day will handle the difference, probably in Forex, in dollar. So this is a very big hope for the African continent. There is more than 30 million SMEs on the continent, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But if you look to the trading between Africans, it's only 16%. I think even last year was 15%. With the neighbors, where you see that in Europe it's 60 to 70%. So there is a huge gap. Ethiopia can really start to be the hub of Africa in terms of bringing products and distributing them. So I'm very optimistic that Ethiopia will be the leading factor of an integration in terms of how we'll be able to handle our logistic and maybe also our finance platforms.
Usually there's this gap that when a new policy is made or formulated, maybe the youth does not know about it or it's not included in the policy making process. So for sure, what you've just said is a very huge thing and most people don't know about it. It's so amazing. So how can we include the youth when it comes to creating that market, that interconnected market in Africa?
I'm not sure that the youth is not the first one to know about it. Huh? Maybe nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
It's not always the youth. But it's not about youth or older. It's about little businesses probably get the information later. Okay. And corporations maybe get it sooner because they are part of the process, the decision-making process. So I think that's really the difference. Channels like yours are absolutely incredible to make sure that people understand it. People sometimes also make the law too complicated. It is when you see it working that you realize that it's affordable, it's something. When we are speaking about mobile money, to give you an idea, when we started in 2016 in Jijiga, the first agents in mobile money were arrested because people thought that a merchant cannot be the representative of a bank. You see, so the police didn't know that, they arrested these people. Finally, the Ministry of Finance made sure that they were released. But the law was there, but nobody knew the law.
Exactly.
So in the beginning, it's always an issue. But after 6 months, everybody in the region knew that the merchants could effectively represent a microfinance and that you could cash in, cash out, open an account. But these things will always take time.
Since we met each other here at the International Youth Day, is there anything else that you would love to say for the young generation? Let me give you the chance.
Yes, what I would say to the young generation is there has never been as much opportunities on earth than today. But there have never been as much noise on earth than today. And the digitalization allows you to be everywhere, to get the information, to train, to have an access to the market, the digital payments. So it empowers you. So maybe the challenge of the youth today is that they have too much opportunities and they want to get rich fast. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure is only a way to learn. And don't lose hope. Always be positive. Positive thinking is the strongest thing that you can have to succeed in life. And I have no doubt that this generation, more than any previous generation, will be the pride of humanity. That's it.
Thank you so much. Have a good
You're welcome.
Thank you. So guys, this is what we had for you guys on our My Africa episode this week. I hope you guys got a very good time. This week's episode tries to show the opportunities and chances that is trying to be given for the youth. As we all know, Africa and also our country Ethiopia has a very high young population, and that young population should learn how to create a new business, a new idea, and create that bridge in the market connecting the demand and the supply chain. And this event clearly shows that there are a lot of chances out there created for the youth to start living the life that they want, to start aligning their purpose and their dream, their passion, and that's what they truly love. And I was able to see that, and I hope you guys did too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a very good insights from the show. And again, happy International Youth Day. Until I see you guys next week, I guess it is time for me to say goodbye. Bye.